morning, second grade. Miss Fogelman here today for your science lesson. Alrighty, so we have been talking about the environment and how humans or people affect the environment. So today our learning target is, I can explain the positive and negative effect people have on our environment. What are some things people do that hurt the environment? We've talked about how we cut down trees, and sometimes we cut them down faster than they can grow. So that is one way that we have already spoken about how people can hurt the environment. We've also talked about pollution, and many times it's what people are doing in the environment that causes the pollution. Today, we will learn about some ways we can help the earth. The first way is to recycle. Watch this Brain Pop video to learn more.
Good job, Moby. We're doing our part to care for the environment. What is waste? Waste is anything you throw out and can't reuse. One person can throw away over 1,000 pounds of trash a year. Together, we make tons of waste. A lot of trash winds up in our landfills. Some waste is biodegradable, which means it breaks down in our environment naturally. A lot of waste is not biodegradable. It can cause a lot of problems and harm the soil, water, and air. But there's a lot we can do to help our environment. How can we reduce waste? When you reduce, you cut down or make something smaller. We can reduce by using less stuff and using only what we need. You can reduce how much water you use by turning the faucet off when you're not using it. A natural resource is something of value we get from the environment. Water, plants, animals, and soil are all natural resources. It's important to conserve or save our natural resources. Since natural resources power many of our homes and cars, we should reduce the amount of energy we use. We can turn off the lights when we don't need them. We can reduce the energy we use to cool our homes, and we can save energy by turning down the heater a little. We can also reduce waste by reusing items. How do we reuse? When you reuse something, you use it again and again. Items that you only use once are disposable and cause a lot of waste. It's much better to use items that you can use over and over again. Plastic bags can take hundreds of years to break down. We can use reusable bags instead. Instead of throwing away broken toys, you can fix them. You can also give away toys, books, furniture, and clothing you don't want anymore. Then they can be reused by other people. How do we recycle? When you recycle, you use materials from old items to make new items. You can recycle things like plastic bottles, cans, glass, paper, and even batteries. Aluminum cans and bottles can be recycled to make new cans and bottles. Steel can be recycled and used to make steel for buildings. Parts from old electronic equipment can be used to make new electronic equipment. The plastic from plastic bottles can be turned into rugs, shoes, clothing, and even playground equipment. Recycling saves energy and natural resources. When you recycle paper, you save trees from being cut down. It's important to care for our environment. We only have one planet, and it's up to all of us to take care of it. I think you can take that uniform off now, Moby.
All right, so that's a little bit of information about recycling. And as you can see, recycling really does help our earth, and it's one way that we can save our natural resources. Remember, natural resources are things we use from the earth, okay? They're not things that we make, they're things that are naturally in our environment, like plants, water, soil, and animals. We must take care of our resources. In order to take care of our resources, we have to reduce, which reduce means to use less of something, okay? So whether it's electricity, water, we're using less of it. Reuse means to use something again instead of throwing it away. So for example, that in the video, it told you could recycle aluminum cans, plastic bottles, and then they take these things and make new items with it. Okay, so a plastic bottle can be recycled into another plastic bottle. You can take electronics and recycle them to make more electronics. So it saves our natural resources because, for example, when we reuse paper, so like if we recycle paper or reuse it, we are saving trees. Recycling then means to use something old to make something new. So whereas reuse means that we are reusing a plastic bottle or a sports bottle that you put your drink in, or a bag that we can reuse over and over again. Recycling means that we are taking that bottle and recycling it and making a new one. So I think let me restate that just so that you understand. Reusing means that we're reusing that item. So for example, you can sell something you don't need anymore at a yard sale. You can get the reusable bags at the grocery store. You can use a sports bottle instead of using a plastic water bottle. And then recycling means to actually recycle, use something old to make something new. So for example, a plastic bottle can be recycled to make another plastic bottle. A piece of paper can be recycled to make more paper, so we're not cutting down trees. So reduce, reuse, recycle. These are ways that we can help take care of our resources. Okay, so your activity today is to go into Pic Collage, which you should all have on your iPads. And you are going to make a poster making people realize that they should reduce, reuse, and recycle. So you can use pictures, you can make a title for your poster, putting in, making an announcement like you should reduce, reuse, recycle, and then explain what those things are and why you should do it. So use pictures, text boxes to get your point across. And once you have finished your poster, you are going to take a picture of it and send it to me in Shobi under today's date, which is March the 3rd. If you have any questions, just dojo me and I will be glad to help. Have a good day.